precious little Bal babe.
Tonight's troubled rest is, as ever, overwhelmed by your killing fate. You dangle above a dark precipice, one move away from falling. Another watches your body while it is possessed by the night. You do not dream alone.
Dark dreams? I think I can guess. Visions of blood on your hands. The blood in your veins, perhaps. For all the gifts Baal's children inherit, a peaceful night's sleep is not among them. The dreams alone do not concern me. It is what waking deeds they might inspire. Are you truly your own master? What is it you feel when Father's dreams come calling? There is one certain way. I hold it in my hand. This is your father's true legacy. Not his children, but the fear they plant in us. The savagery it blossoms into. In another time, with another of your kind, we found a better way. I would dearly like to find it again. You would not be the first to turn the taint in your blood to your advantage. But there are barriers a Baal spawn must overcome first. Those of your kind. Orin. I am sure you already know that so long as she lives, she will never stop hunting you. It might be that you have to turn and face her. You cannot change that. All you can choose is how you meet her. As another bloodied child of Baal? Or as yourself? All I can offer is the promise that, should you choose to do so, you will not meet her alone. For now, take what rest you can. I will watch over you this night. Sleep well.
No more dreams await you in sleep this night. Only the warm knowledge that indeed you are not alone.
The devil Mizor has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all. You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
God, you're beautiful.
Soldier?
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. We need all three stones to command the brain. It matters little in what order we obtain them, or how. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? There might be, but It's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
By order of Lord Gordon, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffing laugh?
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left, and you want to take that from us?
I've had it. I've got a good mind to...
Problem, citizen?
Forget I said anything. All right.
They do that quite a bit, don't they?
It is missing.
My daughter, Agra!
Forgive me.
Asked me to come here.
Yes. I mean, no. I mean,
Are you drunk? Is that what this is?
Of course not.
I'm here about my case.
Simply tell me why you're here.
Name is Baldur!
Kindly lower your voice, madam.
Left a hell of a mark.
Still attached.
Har har. You can come back another time if you ain't feeling up.
What is that gonna do us? How are we gonna support ourselves, huh?
My God, exactly. You're sentencing us all to a slow death.
Mistra has a shrine
Really
in the
won't
city,
feel it.
located in the Storm Shore
thing.
Tabernacle, if my memory serves.
Not all back.
Do whatever you need to.
Brace yourself.
But I shan't be paying my respects to any of the gods on show.
You never felt the call of the divine, Astarion?
Oh, I tried them all. None of them answered.
We embrace the cycle that has begun to its fullest degree. We must allow the mother...
The Unsung Tavern. I wonder if my old friends are still there. They could be of use to me.
You know why they're called steel balls, right? They're watching to see if yours...
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached. Working. What else? Alan's short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over. He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap. Heading to the roof. Sort your own drinks in the meantime.
This is a...
Stelmane's Parlor. A place to receive clients and informants.
I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
Maintain your distance. Area under active investigation by order of the Flaming Fist.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthal. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. Stranger things have come back to haunt this city. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me. I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work. Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Charity! In Baldur's Gate! Good one. Keep your the bloody murder upstairs. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world. Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Drink up, Blas. We're celebrating. If you won't drink with me, I bet this stranger will. Right, stranger? I'm Clovia Throaks. Pleased to meet you. Our son Gaspar has finally found himself a proper job.
Aye, security at the Steel Watch Foundry. But I still wish he'd taken up the family business.
Now, Blas, you know Gaspar never had the patience for all the stitching a tailor has to do. Sewing rabbit skin cloaks? Well, that...
No, our Gaspar preferred...
Good thing I introduced him to darling Tamia Holst. She straightened Gaspar out. Found him a place in the foundry. Blas, Plum Bubbles may have gone to... I'm leaving you. I'm going to sell the... Oh.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Gods, you're beautiful.
Time for playing with cats.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Nothing important is ever easy. All right.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Survival is all that matters.
Battle favors the fearless.
The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks. On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
What's that?
The psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
Githyanki. Blackith has found us. Get rid of them, quickly!
We will be ready. We must find evidence of its wearing.
What a pleasant surprise. Here you are, as brazen as described. The traitor who would steal from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Most illithids prefer to dominate their thralls through transformation. Yet here you stand, untransformed. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude? And you would trust an illithid to do such a thing? You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
What are you doing?
My dear child, I already know all there is to know. I will liberate you from your puppet master, Chamazala Blackith!
favors the fearless. No time to waste.
among us.
We give thanks.
Is the truth. We trust
We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute and raise our city. You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
The history of the city itself is captured in the archives here. Fascinating resource.
These street trash need to watch their tone and don't tolerate disrespect.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
You think you can do better?
You've been caught mid-robbery. Your next move had best be a careful one. With your ill-gotten gains discarded, the accusation fizzles away.
Any complaints? Return your animals to the care of the ducal council.
What is that gonna do us?
Don't push us. This watch has a shot.
Nortale's shelter. Refugees welcome. Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
We'll not find any fear-mongering here. We're an honest.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No. Mr. Leader.
Well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Estra deals with the personal interviews and fluff pieces. I deal with the truth. And the truth is, you're a damned menace. Not many enter our fine city and immediately start meddling in murder investigations. Curious, don't you think? The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Nice try, but it's not gonna work. Lord Gortash and me are very close, and he mentioned no such thing to me. The headlines are loaded into the printworks already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure that there's no misinformation.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Good. Once Gortash clears off the cultists, we'll still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
In my opinion, we should have a steel watch in every Baldurian home.
God's damned hypocrite! The Blade of Frontiers, all pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. I trusted you. I believed in you.
Floric, what are you on about? What is this?
Lady Mizora told me everything. How you slaughtered your own father. How you crave his power. I thought you were going to save him. But you abused his current state to get rid of him. You mean to make the city bow to you, and you alone.
That meddling ghoul. Floric,
Save it. My duty is to Baldur's Gate, and it holds no place for Ravenguard's treacherous spawn. At ease. By the living gods, I believe you. What darkness has fallen upon us? Will, there's something you must know. I should have told you sooner, but I'd hoped somehow your father would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I must seek you out and give you this message. Father trained you in the ways of great champions. You are to use those lessons to wake the worm under the city. He is oath-bound to answer your call and come to our aid. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city faced countless threats, but the Baldurians overcame them all. There was never any need to call upon the worm, but this time, things are different. This is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. Your father was right. We need Unsur's help. With him gone, The worm's awakening now falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you. Thank you. In darkness, I see your light. I will go and assemble any allies I can find. When the battle horns call, we'll stand ready. Unleash the worm, Will. Let his tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. Good luck.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Floric against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Floric saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.
Ansur is sleeping under Worm's Rock prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Let's talk. It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's Rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Okay, I'm not a joke. You're not. Leave him some time.
It's here already. I might as well drink it.
Morning, you. There's one of you and four of us. Do you really think you can take all of us at once? I can go and get back.
You think we're just gonna sit here and wait for you and your hog friends?
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? For several reasons.
Lost in thought.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure that there is no misinformation.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
So you just disappeared? Do you know how worried I was?
What can we do about it? With the lies they're publishing, I mean.
I'm still right here, you know.
Why do we have to stay here? All we do is work.
Wonder what's past this.
Everyone has to contribute.
Your behavior has caused upset. Now a fight is unavoidable.